Stop being soft. You was eating Domino's pizzas, McDonald's, Big Macs. You was full all your fucking life. That's why you fat. You know, your big ass was sitting down eating about 5-6 pieces of bacon before your meal even came out. Use some fucking proteins that are easy for you to eat. This is a cheat code right here. Non-fat. That I've shown you this shit. Visibly show you. Pay attention and fucking come with me. Let's go.
Fucking food scale, by the way. I measured out 5 ounces.
YouTube, what's good? Welcome to another motherfucking video, man. Make sure y'all boys follow me on all social media platforms at Jalen Fit, man. But today it's gonna be a little bit more of an informational kind of video. We're gonna be talking about nutrition, fellas. Nutrition is the most important thing when it comes to transforming your physique, right? It's not about what you do inside the gym. 90% of it is what you put in your body, right? So it is very, very important that we take care of nutrition. Have to hit the nutrition aspect every single fucking day, right? You may not train every day, fellas. You may not go to the gym. You may go to the gym three days a week. But fellas, nutrition is a 7-day motherfucking grind, right? You have to be on top of what the fuck you eating. Even if you eating some bullshit, right? You have to be on top of it, right? So most people who want to lose weight and lose fat and get into the best shape of their life, they don't just want to lose weight, fellas. Most of y'all want to lose weight and be toned, right? Y'all want to have cuts. Y'all want to have definition, right? Y'all want to have abs, right? Y'all want to build a good physique that you're proud of, right? It's not just losing weight. It's about looking better, right? And in order for you to obtain that look, fellas, and not just lose weight and lose fat and build muscle at the same time, the most important thing you're going to have to pay attention to is, like I said, your nutrition. But most importantly, fellas, protein, all right? I remember when I was coming up, fellas, and I wanted to lose weight, right? One of my problem areas, or the areas that I was most insecure about, was my man titties, right? I carried a lot of fat in my chest area, so that led to man boobs. So that was one of the areas that I just didn't want to lose weight. I wanted to tone this part of my body. How was I able to do that? Fellas, it was not the chest presses, it was not the push-ups, it was not the dips, right? All of those things played a part, but the most important thing was, what the fuck was I eating? And most importantly, the protein. Protein is what's gonna build the muscle in that area, right? So you may be doing these presses, you may be doing these dips, you may be doing these flies, right? If you're trying to get rid of your man titties, but you gotta be able to build muscle in that area in order for it to show. And you eating the protein is what's going to enhance that, is what's going to form the way your body looks, right? It is super, super key to changing your entire body composition, because you can lose a lot of weight, right? Anybody can drop 40, 50 pounds without even going to the gym, or you're not even eating protein, you're just eating salads all day and weird shit like that, right? You're gonna lose that weight and realize you're still gonna have a high amount of what? Body fat, fellas. You're gonna have a high amount of body fat because you weren't prioritizing your protein. So imagine you lose all of this weight. You don't eat your protein. You eat salads and fruit and weird shit like that, which is cool, but you have a low protein diet, right? You're still gonna look soft and fat as fuck, right? You're still not gonna be confident in your body, because once you strip all that damn weight off, you're still gonna be left with with the flabby arms. You're still gonna be left with the loose skin fat, bro. So like, you gotta lock in on your protein in order for you to not only lose the weight, but transform your physique. What do most people want to do? They want to tone, fellas. They want to tone. So in order to tone, you gotta eat the protein. Most people struggle to hit their protein on a daily, fellas, right? Even when I started, I struggled to hit my protein every day, right? I would eat the shit like chicken, tuna, right? Eggs, egg whites, all of that shit, fellas. I would eat all of that, right? I would have a bunch of different meals, but now I would get to the end of the day and I would never hit my protein goal. Me personally, fellas, when I first started, my protein goal was probably like 200 grams or some shit like that, right? I would get to the day and I'd still be at like 150, 170 off, right? Still a good amount, but not hitting my goal every day. And around this time, fellas, remember my story. In 2023, I worked 2 jobs. I worked 16 hours a day, and I was still able to lose 60 pounds and get into the best shape of my life, all while going through this process, right? So I didn't have time to be eating 4, 5, 6 meals a day. I really only ate like 2 to 3 and maybe a snack, fellas. So how the fuck am I gonna be able to get this protein in, you know, with 2 to 3 meals, right? Not wasting time eating 5, 6 meals, prepping 5 to 6 meals, taking it with me, right? Not carrying all that shit. How am I gonna be able to navigate that? What can I do? It was the first thing I figured out. I was on the whiteboard today, huh? Y'all didn't know. The first thing I figured out, fellas, was that, and this is me personally, man. The first thing I figured out was that I'm hungry in the AM, in the morning. So what I figured out was, fellas, I was most hungry in the morning, right? I was super, super hungry during breakfast. Some of y'all, that may be different. Some of y'all not hungry in the morning. Me personally, this was me. I was hungry in the morning, right? The second thing I realized is that protein right? The second thing I knew that was protein would keep me full, right? If I had a lot of protein, I wouldn't be hungry after I eat. Because me personally, fellas, I can eat a lot of fucking food and not feel hungry and continue to eat. My meals need to be big and satiated because I will remain hungry. I have a very big appetite. So fellas, the first thing I did, like I said, I was hungry in the AM and protein kept me full. So I had to figure out a way to be able to get all my protein in, right? And keep myself full. So once I figured out these two things, I created a system and a method. The hack right here is that it's called front loading. Basically what front loading is, fellas, is your first meal of the day is gonna contain 50% or more of your daily protein intake. Meaning, for example, if your protein goal is 200 grams, your first meal is gonna contain 100 grams of protein or more. Why are we front loading? Why are we doing this? Basically, you're starting your day off with this big, huge protein bomb, right? Giving yourself, right, more time in order for you to hit the rest of your protein goal, right? You're front loading your protein. You're getting it a lot in on the front end, so that on that back end of the day, it's not as difficult, right? You're not scrambling trying to take 3 scoops of protein, eating jars of tuna and shit at like 1 o'clock in the morning just to hit your protein goal, right? So how do we navigate this, fellas? Well, your first meal is gonna be at 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's say your first meal is 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Let's say you get that 100 grams and you front load, right? Fellas, you have until, most of y'all go to bed at fucking 11 o'clock. Y'all, I don't know not one of y'all that actually goes to bed early these days, my age, but most of y'all motherfuckers be staying up till like 11, 12 o'clock. Let's just be real, right? You have from 8 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the night. Fellas, that is 15 fucking hours, right? 15 fucking hours for you to get the rest of your 100 grams of protein. You telling me if you had 15 hours, you wouldn't be able to get that shit in, right? Even if you're fucking full after, even if it makes you full as fuck, right? You don't have to eat again until 2, 3 p.m. and you still already have 100 grams of protein in, fellas, right? So that front loading is gonna give you the allocated time to get the rest of your protein in throughout the day without eating 5, 6 fucking meals, like carrying 6 fucking Tupperwares. I know how it feels, fellas. I don't like carrying fucking 8 Tupperwares to work with me, right? I just want to carry maybe 1 or 2, eat those meals real quick and get it out the way. All right? That is what front loading is going to allow you to do. You may be asking, Jalen, how am I going to front load? What am I going to do? How do I execute this? Listen closely, all right? So basically, fellas, what you're going to do when you front load is the first thing you're going to do, you're going to have a regular meal, right? So let's say your first meal is eggs and oats, right? Eggs and oats, right? You're going to make sure this meal is 50 grams of protein. All right, whether you use eggs, egg whites, right, or whatever, right? You're gonna make sure that this is, your eggs and oats are 50 grams of protein. All right? You're gonna combo this meal right here, your eggs and oats. You're gonna take 2 scoops of whey. And basically, fellas, what whey is, it's a whey protein powder. It's a protein supplement. You're going to eat this meal, fellas, and then you're going to hurry up and take 2 scoops of this whey. Most whey proteins range from about 25 to 28 grams of protein per scoop. Grab 2 scoops, right? Grab 2 scoops. You're going to take these 2 scoops. You're going to mix it together with either water, right? Water or almond milk. Make sure it's unsweetened almond milk, okay? Unsweetened almond milk. Don't be drinking that fucking sugar, all right? You're gonna mix it together with either water or almond milk if it's hard for you to get down. And fellas, you can even like add fruit to this, make a fucking smoothie if you want to make it taste better or whatever. But if you're just trying to hurry up and get it down, mix 2 scoops with this, right? This will be your other 50. Okay, this will be your other 50 grams of protein. So you got your meal. Right after your meal, you're gonna down this shake. That instantly gives you 100 grams of protein, fellas, right? So basically, you're comboing this together, right? To front load, right? You're basically just adding a shake as you know what I'm saying, right after your solid meal. So it's basically like you're eating 2 meals at one time. This is gonna save you some time for digestion, right? You don't have to eat again until later on in the day, right? Now you motherfuckers may be saying, oh, well, Jalen, what if I'm full? What if this makes me full, right? First of all, full is a fucking feeling, you fucking dickhead, right? Stop being soft, right? When you was eating bullshit, when you was eating Domino's pizzas, McDonald's Big Macs and cheeseburgers and all whatever fucking bullshit you was eating, you was full, right? You were fucking full. So when you was eating that shit, you had no problem being fucking full. But now when it's time for you to eat a high protein diet, you motherfuckers think full is just a problem now, right? You've been full all your fucking life. That's why you fat. So stop fucking complaining about full, bro. Full is a feeling that'll go away eventually, right? You're not full for the rest of your fucking life. You're not full all fucking day, my guy, right? When you're eating shit like this, yeah, you may be a little full, but I promise you, you're not gonna feel the full like you feel if you eat a fucking Big Mac, right? And that's you niggas' problems. When it come to doing the right shit, you niggas give up all you want to think about full, all right? So stop being fucking soft and sacrifice 4 hours of being fucking full, bro. Eat again at 2 p.m. Just being a bitch, all right? So that's how you get over being full. But since y'all knew you niggas was gonna come on this motherfucking video and cry about, oh, digestion, I'm gonna be full, and oh, what if I want to? You should be spacing your meals out. I'm gonna give you some fucking proteins that are easy for you to eat and get down, right? So that you can make this shit attainable, all right? I'm not telling you niggas to go eat a high protein pancake breakfast that's gonna leave you stuffed, all right? Listen closely, motherfucker, right? One of the first proteins you can eat in order to make this possible is eggs, right? Eggs and egg whites. Alright? These are super easy to fucking get down, right? You can cook eggs in like 5 minutes. Easy to eat, man. Scramble them motherfuckers. If you like over medium, flip them. However you want to fucking eat them. It's super fucking versatile. You can add this shit to like breakfast hashes, add you some vegetables, whatever you want to do. Right? Super fucking easy to get down, and it'll make you super fucking full. The second one you're gonna do is extra lean ground meats. Alright. So fellas, when I say extra lean ground meats, we all know there's 93.7, right? There's lean ground beef, 93.7 lean ground turkey. Those are cool, but I want you to go for the super extra lean ones. This is a cheat code right here. These super extra lean ground meats, fellas, carry little to no fat content, right? It's strictly protein, right? So instead of 93.7 ground turkey, you're gonna grab 99.1 ground turkey. Instead of 93.7 ground beef, go to 96.4 ground beef, right? These have the least amount of fat content and it's mostly strictly protein. Fellas, 99.1 ground turkey has 26 grams of protein, right? Per 4 ounces. 26 grams. Fellas, that's already half of your 50 that you need for your meal, right? So that's gonna, for one, help you get your protein in easier. 2, guys, when you eat a lot of fats, when you eat a high fat shit with high fat content, fellas, you're gonna get fuller faster because fats are like, it makes you full, right? Satiates you more. Satiation means you're just gonna get fuller faster, right? It's gonna keep you fuller longer as well. But when you strip the fats out your protein, it's just strictly protein, fellas, right? So the chances of you getting full quickly is less likely with less fat in your breakfast, all right? So that's why you're gonna go with the extra lean ground meat. There's 99.1 ground turkey and there's also 96.4, I think is the leanest cut of beef you can get, right? So that's the second one. The third one, fellas, you're gonna get, and this is a fucking cheat code as well, is Greek yogurt, all right? Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. Now, I don't fuck with cottage cheese. If you know me personally, you know I fucking hate cottage cheese. I would never eat that shit a day in my fucking life. I'm sorry, it's terrible, right? But Greek yogurt is a great fucking option, right? Especially if you get the non. Oh, make sure it's non-fat. Non-fat. My bad, y'all. Make sure it's non-fat Greek yogurt, right? Strictly protein and a little bit of carbs, right? You can make like little fruit bowls in the morning with this shit, right? Add you some fruits and fucking, you know, whatever else, some almond butter or whatever you want to add to it. And you got a high protein little fucking parfait in the morning, right? So it's super, super easy. And then for this cottage cheese shit, man, I don't know. I'd be seeing y'all motherfuckers add cottage cheese to eggs and shit. I know that shit has a lot of protein in it. So you maybe if you like cottage cheese, add that shit, right? You can add the cottage cheese and eggs together and get like 50 grams of protein. Easy, right? Or you can use this shit as like a fucking sour cream if y'all like that. But I like to make bowls and shit with it. So Greek yogurt and cottage cheese is a light, right? Light, you don't have to cook, easy option. And the last one, fellas, is gonna be shit like deli sliced turkey, right? Sliced turkey or turkey bacon. Deli sliced turkey or turkey bacon, right? Now, like I said, this shit is super easy. This sliced turkey, you just buy the shit at the deli. Is grab and go. These turkey bacons, you just throw them bitches in the microwave, the air fryer, a skillet real quick, and you good, right? Turkey bacon does have a little bit of fat, fellas, right? But imagine if it's restaurant, fellas. You know your big ass was sitting down eating about 5-6 pieces of bacon before your meal even came out, right? You asked the fucking server, can I get the bacon out first, please, so I can munch on these motherfuckers? So don't tell me that this turkey bacon having a little bit of fat is gonna make you full because you fucking lying, and again, you being fucking soft. Get the fucking bacon, shut the fuck up, all right? So these 4 are the ones you wanna stick to, fellas, because they're gonna be light on your fucking stomach, right? They're not gonna make you super, super full so that you're still able to down that shake. Now, fellas, now that I've shown you this shit, I'm going to visibly show you me making this fucking meal, so just to let you know that I practice what I preach, and so you niggas don't leave this video feeling stupid and actually fucking understand and learn. So pay attention and fucking come with me, let's go. Got some, like I said, extra lean ground turkey. All right, so we about to cook this up. This is gonna be my protein source for breakfast. And I'm gonna show y'all what I like to put together for breakfast, all right? All right, fellas, so the fucking camera memory card is full again. I don't know what's going on, so we're gonna finish it on our phone. So right here, fellas, we got the ground turkey. About to finish cooking it up right here. And yeah, once that's done, fellas, we're gonna go ahead and make 3 eggs, and I'm gonna show y'all how I make like a little breakfast scramble. All right, fellas, now we got the eggs cooked up. I got 3 eggs right here, and then I measured out. Get you a fucking food scale, by the way. I measured out 5 ounces of this lean ground turkey, which is I think around like 32 grams of protein, plus the 3 eggs. I know it's 15 grams of protein. So you do the fucking math, man. 32 plus 15 is what? Fucking 47, right? 47 grams of protein, right? So like 3 under 50 or some shit like that, right? I can add an extra egg if I needed to, right? And make it, you know what I'm saying, what it needs to be. If you really want to get close to 50, more over 50 or close to 50, but I'm at a good spot right here. I've already eaten today, so I don't necessarily need the full 50, but this is damn close, right? If you wanted to get to 50, just add a little extra ground turkey, you're good to go, right? I did 5 ounces, so it should be like 32. It should be right at 50, honestly, but this is the finished product, fellas. All right, got you a nice little, you know what I'm saying, little ground turkey egg scramble, man. Put this shit on a plate, throw some hot sauce on it, you know what I'm saying, if you want to, some salt, pepper, whatever. Easy work, right? Right here, this your first 50. I already had my shake today, so I'm not gonna physically make it, but this is the protein that I use, Rise, right? This one, like I said, has 25 grams of protein in it already. So I would, if you know what I'm saying, if I needed the shake, I would just take 2 scoops of that, mix it with this hash I got right here, and then that'll be my 50, fellas. So that's how this is the example of front load meal that I would do, right? And that's gonna be it for the video today, fellas. Like I said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully this video was helpful, and hopefully front loading will take your protein goals to the next level, man. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.